The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Man. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Back to throw. Man. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down. Man. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll start the drive with Drake. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw. Man. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 3rd down. Man. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll look to throw here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Man. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Man. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Man. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun. Man. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw again. Vaughn. And he whips that one incomplete there. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Operating from the gun. Vaughn. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again. Man. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun. Man. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vaughn. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Vaughn. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing... not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. Punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, That's all you're looking for, but he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Right back to Drake. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Saints on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 319. 319.
From the gun, Vaughn. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Man, and he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. On first down, man. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Back to throw. Man. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Man. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Green, 39.
From the gun on third down. Man, and now another one thrown incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Man. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Man, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down. Man, that's complete right around the 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Vaughn. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons trail at home at halftime. The Saints will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down from the 22. The hurry throw would be picked off. Saints will end up returning it for a touchdown. The Saints up by a touchdown. Early in the first quarter, Drake's going to break into the secondary, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Midway through the second quarter, defense will get to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. First and 10, Vaughn's got a receiver near the sideline. And this goes 68 yards for the score. That takes the lead up to 18. And with that, we'll head back to Atlanta, where Brandon and Charles are on the call.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on second down. Vaughn. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Vaughn. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun, man. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking to throw on second down. Man. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down. Man. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go now. Blue,
Looking to throw on second down. Man, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
all right, here we go.
To throw on second down. Man, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Man, quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. first and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Man, that's complete right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Man. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. To throw. Man. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Here's Bottcher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
All right, here we go.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Third and short, Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And here now come the Falcons. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Man, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Man, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Fresh set of downs here. Operating from the gun. Man. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun. Man.
Holding offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Man. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Man, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun. Man, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 1st down, Vaughn under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Vaughn, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Vaughn. He dumps it off to Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Time running out here on the play clock. And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10. Man, firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Back to throw. Man, he's got his man on the crossing route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Man, to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it. But remember, since you got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Saints on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Saints on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for New Orleans,